Okay, uh, you can refer here. I'm having three classes now. One is class A as the same code which I've seen before, a class B which is a subclass of class A, again a class C which is subclass of class B, which in turn inherits the properties of class A. Now we can refer here. As I said you before, there's a small topic which I discussed before. That is, a superclass reference can refer to the subclass object. Basically, everything that we have written is, I'll write a statement here. You can draft the code by yourself. For example, I need to create an instance of class B. So how do we write? We'll just write a statement called as B equals to, we'll just write a statement called as B equals to, sorry, a class name followed by a reference. We'll be writing a statement something of this kind, right? When I write a statement something here of this kind, what happens? Now class B comes into existence. Now class B is having what? Class B is having three member variables. Sorry, class B is having two member variables. One is I as well as one is J. We'll be having two member variables, one called as I and J. If I create an instance of class B, what is the instance that we have created? We have created instance of class B as instance of class B called as, I'll take a instance called as small b. Now what can B do? Or I'll rename it, instead of small b, I'll take an instance called as P something. Now what can we do? P can refer to all the members. Now what are the members available in class B? It can refer to member I as well as it can refer to member J. Since P is aware of its member J as well as its superclass member I, if suppose a code is written of something in this kind, I'm creating a superclass reference. How do we create a superclass reference? I'll create a superclass reference called as uh, D something. Okay. Now I need the superclass reference refer to the subclass object. Which is your subclass object? P is a subclass object. So I'll be taking this D. D equals to P. Now when I write a statement in this way, what happens? Automatically, even D refers to the object which is referred by a reference P. So here what is happening? We'll be getting one more reference. We'll be getting one more reference called as D. We'll be getting one more reference called as D. Now even D refers to the object of class B. Since D is referring to instance P. Now make it very clear here, guys. What is D? D is a reference of superclass A. What is P? P is a reference of class B. Instance P is referring to instance of class B. Moreover, P is a reference of class B. Since P is a reference of class B, P can refer to all the members which is visible for class B. Now, what are the members that are visible for class B? Members that are visible for class B is I as well as J. But whereas since D is a reference of class A, now D can refer only to the members of class A. So what are the members of class A? The members of class A is I. So D can refer only to I. D cannot refer to J since D is not aware of J. But whereas P can refer both to I as well as J since P knows the information that I is a member from its superclass. But whereas since we have created D as a reference of class A, it can refer only to its own references, but not to its subclass. For example, I wrote a statement something here, something of this kind. I took it as D dot I equals to 10 something. It's a valid, it does not report any error. But whereas when I write a statement called as D dot J equals to 20 something, I am trying to access J, it reports an error. This line gives an error since since D is not aware of J. Okay, but whereas when I write a statement something of this kind, P dot I equals to 10 as well as P dot J equals to 20. Both the lines are valid statements since P is aware of I as well as aware of J. In the same way, in case I'm trying to create an instance of class C, for example, I'll write a code here. I'll try to create an instance of class C. C equals to, I'll take a reference called as Q. Sorry, I'll take a reference called as Q. Automatically what happens? Class C comes into existence, everything will be initialized as zeros. Everything will be set as zero. Since we are trying to create an instance, its default constructors will be called default constructors. Since we didn't define any constructor, the default constructor initialize all the instance variables as zeros. It will be having a reference called as Q. Okay, now Q can refer to what? Now what is Q? Q is a reference of class C. Since Q is a reference of class C, Q can refer to all the members of class C, that is its own member called as K, its superclass members I as well as J. In case you are writing a state, already we have created an instance of class B, right? We took it as P. In case you are making P refer to Q, what happens now? Now we are creating a reference for, now we are making P referred to Q. We wrote a statements of in this kind. Now, what is P? P is a reference of class B. Q is a reference of class A. Since Q is a reference of class C, it can refer to all the members that is visible inside class C. Now, since P is a reference of class B, it can refer only to the members that are visible for class B. In that case, P can refer to what? P can refer only to I and J, but not to K. In the same way, in case you're creating reference of class A, you're making reference of class A refer to the object of class C. It can refer only to the members of class A, but not to the members of class B as well as class C. Okay, I hope so you understood this, right?